Hello everyone. In this video, I'll share with you about the types of event. So to start with, let me consider an activity of single throw of a die. And I'm thinking of an event that getting number multiple of 7. Oops, it is not possible because I am getting these possible outcomes. And out of these, none of them is multiple of 7. So not possible. So what I was dealing with? I was dealing with an impossible event. So, an impossible event is an event that cannot happen. So, it is an empty set which don't have any outcome. Now, let me think one more activity. I'll say the same activity, but I am thinking of another event. Again, in a single throw of a die, the number turns up is odd or even. So, what will happen? Wow, I am getting surely an event is going to happen because in this case I'll get all the sample space, all 1 2 3 4 5 6. So it is pretty sure a certain event. So what I was dealing with, it is known as a sure event. A sure event is that event which always happen whenever activity perform. So that event contains the whole sample space. Now let's move ahead with one more event that is called simple event. So let me share its definition first. If an event E has only one sample point of a sample space, it is called simple event or elementary event. Sample point is called the outcome, right? So here I am saying it should have only one sample point in that event. So let me share one example. Let us consider an experiment of rolling a die. So when we roll a die once, we get these possible outcomes. Now I am considering an event getting an odd number greater than 4. So odd number greater than 4. First of all, number greater than 4 are 5 or 6. And out of them, my favorable outcome is 5 because it is the odd number. So I am getting only single outcome over here of the sample space. So it means right now I am dealing with the simple event. So I am giving you one question. So I want you pause your video and find out the answer to check the current answer. So here a single throw of a die, which of the following is a simple event? Getting even number, getting number multiple of 3, getting multiple of 6 or getting odd number. So wait, I'll be back. Fine. I hope you have calculated the answer. Now in this case, the option is C. Why? Because getting even number is having more than one sample points. Here getting multiple of 3, which is 3 and 6, more than 1. Getting odd is again more than 1. So I hope you have gotten an idea that simple event is that event which contains only one sample point, or you can say only one outcome. Now let's move ahead with the compound event. What do we mean by this word compound, or it is also known as composite event? Fine, let us see the definition first. If an event has more than one sample point, it is called compound event, right? So let us take an example. For example, in this experiment of tossing a coin, and it is tossing a coin twice. So first of all, let me share the sample space. When the coin is tossed twice, either you get head and second toss head, or you get head tail, or you get tail head, or you get tail tail. Now what is my event of concern? At least one head appears. So when I say at least one, at least means minimum one, maximum has no boundary. So at least one head. So here at least one head, here one head, or more than one is also accepted. So in this case outcomes are 3, and since they are more than one sample point, so it is called a compound event. Fine. Now again I am posing a question to you. I want you please pause the video and check your answer. My question is, in a single throw of a die, which of the following is a compound event? Getting even number less than 3, getting number multiple of 3, getting multiple of 6, or getting odd number less than 3. Okay, I think you are pausing your video and finding the answer. Fine, you have gotten the answer. Let us tally. B is the answer. Why? Because see here, getting even number less than 3. So less than 3 there is only one even number. This is not compound. Getting number multiple of 3 has a more than 2 sample point, and the other one getting multiple of 6 is having one sample point because there is only one number multiple of 6, and getting odd number less than 3 because less than 3 there is only one odd number. So in this case B is the right option. Let me move ahead with the next event type, that is a mutually exclusive event. Now, what do we mean by mutually exclusive events? So here definitely we are considering two events at a time. Two events are said to be mutually exclusive event when both cannot occur at the same time. What does it mean? That means they don't have a common outcome. Let us take an example. For example, in my first example, I am considering a tossing a coin. Now, when I say tossing a coin, so there are two events. The number one event is getting a head, and number two event, that is B, is getting a tail. Now, why I am calling it they are mutually exclusive? Because when one is happening, the other is not happening. Here it is a single toss, and when you are getting head, you will not get tail. When you are getting tail, you will not get head. So they are the disjoint sets, or they are not happening together, and you can say they don't have a common point. So here it is mutually exclusive. Let us take a second question. The second example, I mean to say, a single throw of a die. Now first event I am saying getting a odd number, and second event I am saying getting a even number. Now in a single throw of a die, if odd is coming, even will not happen. For example, if 3 is coming, so none of the odd is there, sorry, even is there. So these two events are also mutually exclusive event because happening of one, the other will not occur. If this event is occurring, the event B is not occur. So these kind of events are called mutually exclusive event. I'm giving you one situation. In a single throw of a die, the event A is getting a number multiple of 3. So you have to check that are they mutually exclusive or not. Now let me see what are the outcome over here, getting number multiple of 3 in a single throw, because in us first of all what are the outcome, 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, these are in the sample space, right? Now getting number multiple of 3 are 3 and 6. Getting a even number is 2 4 6. Oops, they are not mutually exclusive. Why? They are not mutually exclusive. Why? Because they have a common point. It means these two events can occur together. If 6 is coming, it is also happened here, it is also happened here. Because 6 means even number and 6 means number multiple of 3. So these two events are not mutually exclusive, or the simple way is they should not have a even at least one single point. They should not have a common point between them. They are the disjoint sets. Now move ahead with the question. Again I am giving you a question. Which of the following are mutually exclusive event when a coin is tossed twice? Event A is, in option A, I am taking event A as exactly two heads, at least one head. In option 2, the two pair are exactly two heads, exactly two tails. And the C option is at least one head and at least one tail. Now I'll tell you, pause and think of the sample space and find out all the entries. They should not have a common point. Warning over here, they should not have a common point. Find out the outcomes, and if they have a common points, they are not mutually exclusive. If they have no common points, they are mutually exclusive. Fine. I hope you have gotten the answer. B option is the right one. Why? Because see, let us share one by one each option. Exactly two head has, first of all, the sample space is head 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 tail tail head tail tail. Now here the event A is exactly two head, it means head head is this is the one entry here. Now when I say at least one head, so at least one means it should be one or more. So these are the three outcomes, and you know this head head is common in them, so it is not mutually exclusive. Exactly two head means HH, exactly two tail is TT, so this is mutually exclusive. Why not third one? Because here when I say at least one head, so head 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 tail tail head is there, and when I say at least one tail, again it is head tail tail head, and it has a two common points. Just see, these are the common, so it is also not mutually exclusive. So next is a equally likely event. So what do we mean by equally likely event? Event which have same chances of occurrence, or we can say when the likelihood of happening of two events are same, they are known as equally likely event. Let us see with the help of example. Here in this tossing of a coin, the number of outcome is 1, getting head, this is head. You know, number of A is equals to 1, and here also number of A B is equals to 1. So they have the same chances. This is also 1 out of 2, this is also 1 out of 2. So when they have a same chances, they are equally likely event. Come to this point, a single throw of a die. In a single throw of a die, this is odd outcome and you are getting a even. Now just see that out of the total sample space, this event also has a 3 outcomes. This event is also having a 3 outcomes out of 6. So it means they have the same chances of occurrence. So if they are having the same outcomes in an event, it means they are equally likely because they have a same chance of occurrence of the event. Now let us see this situation. In a single throw of a die, I have to cross check, are they equally likely? Now let us go to the event. Getting number less than 4. What are the number less than 4? 1 is less than 4, 2 is less than 4, 3 is less than 4, right? And come to this point, getting even number. What are the even number? 2 is even number, 4 is even number, 6 is even number. So yes, they are equally likely. Why? Because chance of getting these numbers and chance of getting these numbers are same. So I am not using a probability formula at the moment. We are just using the definition wise that what do we mean by equally likely. So otherwise, if the probability of two events are same, then they are said to be equally likely, or we can say occurrence of the event should be same. Now the last one I am going to share with you is an independent events. What do we mean by independent events? Independent events are those events whose occurrence is not dependent upon any other event. So here again, if we are having a two events, the occurrence of one will not affect the occurrence of second. If one is happening, it will not affect the other. So they are not related. They are not related event. Right? So let me take an example. When a die is thrown twice, the result of first throw does not affect the result of the second throw, because whatever you are coming in the first, it will not affect the outcome in the second. So these kind of events are called independent.